Welcome to Pillowside Night Stories. Tonight, I want to take you somewhere quiet. Somewhere in an old European city, on a narrow street paved with wet cobblestones, there is a light glowing through the rain. A warm amber light. The light of an apothecary. A place where herbs have been dried and remedies blended for over 100 years. A place that smells of comfort. A place waiting for you tonight. You are already there. You are standing on that narrow street. The rain is falling. Not harsh, not angry, just steady and soft. The kind of rain that has been falling since morning and will fall long into the night. Your coat is pulled close, your collar turned up against the damp. The cobblestones beneath your feet are slick and dark, catching the glow from the gas lamps that line the way. Each lamp creates a pool of gold in the gray. You can hear the rain all around you. On the stone, on the rooftops, on the awnings of the closed shops you pass. A gentle percussion. The city settling in for the night. Ahead, on your left, you see it. A wooden sign hangs from an iron bracket, swaying in the wind. The letters are painted in gold that has softened with age. Beneath the sign, a bay window glows with amber light. And above the door, a small canvas awning offers shelter. You walk toward it. Your footsteps quicken just slightly, not rushing, but drawn, ready. Something in you has been waiting for a place like this without knowing it. You step beneath the awning, and the rain changes. It no longer falls on you. Now it falls above you on the canvas. A softer sound, more intimate. Like someone tapping gently on a drum with their fingertips. Like the rain is still there, still singing, but no longer asking anything of you. You stand beneath that shelter for a moment, just breathing. The air is cold, but not as sharp here. You can feel your shoulders beginning to ease. The tension you carried through the wet streets, it starts to loosen. Your jaw, which you did not realize was clenched, softens. Your hands, cold in your pockets, begin to warm just from standing still. You look at the door. Dark wood, heavy and old. A brass handle worn smooth by generations of hands. Beside it, a small copper placard reads, Apothecary, Est, 1847. You reach out. The brass is cold against your palm, solid, real. You press the latch. It gives with a soft click, a satisfying sound, the sound of arrival. You push. The door swings inward, and everything changes. Warm air meets you. Air that carries 100 scents braided together into something you cannot quite name but instantly recognize as comfort. dried flowers, herbs, wood and honey, something green and alive beneath it all. A small bell chimes above the door. One clear note that hangs in the warmth, then fades. You step inside. The door closes behind you with a soft thud, and the rain becomes a distant thing. Still singing on the windows, still tapping its gentle rhythm, but no longer reaching you, no longer touching your skin. You stand in the entrance, letting your eyes adjust. The shop is smaller than you expected, but intimate rather than cramped. Wooden shelves line every wall, dark with age, reaching toward a low ceiling. On those shelves, hundreds of glass jars and bottles catch the candlelight. Amber, deep green, clear, dusty blue. Each one filled with something dried or preserved or waiting. The floor beneath your feet is wide wooden planks, worn smooth in paths where countless feet have walked before yours. They creak softly as you shift your weight. A friendly sound, a welcoming sound. And from somewhere deeper in the shop, a voice. Come in, out of the cold. An elderly woman appears from behind a tall cabinet. Silver hair pinned loosely, eyes that have seen many winters. She wears a simple apron over a dark wool dress. In her hands, a bundle of dried lavender, which she sets down on the counter. Terrible night to be walking, she says. But there is no judgment, only recognition. Take your time, warm yourself. I was just about to close, but there's no hurry at all. She gestures toward the back of the shop. You can see a worn leather chair beside a window. A small table, a candle burning low. That corner catches the warmth from the radiator, she says. Make yourself at home. I have a few things to finish in the back room. She gives you a small nod, the kind that expects nothing in return. And then she disappears through a doorway hung with a heavy curtain. You are alone. Alone with the bottles and the herbs. Alone with the soft tap of rain on glass. Alone in exactly the way you needed to be tonight. You let out a long breath, and you begin to look around. You take your time. There is nowhere else to be. No appointment waiting, no clock pressing at the edges of this moment. Just you and the amber light and the gentle tick of a clock somewhere you cannot see. You walk slowly along the first row of shelves. Your eyes move across the bottles, so many of them. Each one a different shape. Some tall and slender with long necks, some squat and round with cork stoppers. Some have paper labels, yellowed with time, covered in handwriting that loops and curls. Others have small metal tags tied with twine. You read the names as you pass. Chamomile, valerian root, elderflower, lemon balm. Words from another era, unhurried words. Words that belong to a time when remedies were made slowly and kept with care. You stop before a shelf at eye level. Here, a row of dark amber bottles sits in a neat line, each one stoppered with cork. In the candlelight, they glow like small jars of captured autumn. You reach out. Your fingers touch one of the bottles. The glass is cool, smooth. You lift it from the shelf. Lighter than you expected. You can feel something soft inside. Dried petals, perhaps, or leaves. You turn it in your hand. The label reads, Lavender, Provence. You ease the cork free. It releases with a gentle pop, and the scent rises. Lavender, but not sharp, not synthetic. This is different, rounder, deeper. There are layers here. The flower itself, the sun that dried it, the soil where it grew. Something patient and old. You breathe it in. Slowly, fully. Something loosens in your chest. A small knot you had been carrying without knowing. It does not vanish, but it gives a little, makes room. You replace the cork, return the bottle to its place, and walk on. The next section holds jars of dried flowers. Rose petals, deep red, almost black in the low light. Calendula, bright even now. Jasmine buds, pale and small, like tiny stars pressed into glass. One jar catches your eye. The label reads simply, "For quiet evenings." You smile at this. Not a Latin name, not a list of properties. Just a gentle suggestion. This place understands something. It knows that sometimes we do not need to understand what something is made of. We only need to know what it offers. And this place offers rest. You walk deeper, past a cabinet of small blue bottles, past a shelf of dried roots, twisted and earthy, past a display of handmade soaps, wrapped in brown paper and tied with string. And you come to a window, a large bay window that looks out onto the street. The glass is old, warped in places, so the world outside ripples gently. Through it, you can see the rain falling past the gas lamp across the way. Silver threads dropping from a sky you cannot see. The wet cobblestones catching the light. But you are not out there. You are in here, dry, warm, sheltered. You stand at the window for a moment, watching the rain, feeling the faint warmth rising from the radiator beneath the sill, listening to the soft tap of drops against glass. How long has it been, you wonder, since you stood still like this? Since you watched the rain without needing to go anywhere? Since you let the world continue without you? Tonight, you can. Tonight, The world will carry on, and you do not have to carry it. You turn from the window. In the back corner of the shop, you see a long wooden table. A work table. Its surface is worn and scarred from years of use. Upon it rests a collection of tools. A brass scale with small weights stacked beside it. A mortar and pestle carved from dark stone. A wooden cutting board, small ceramic dishes and silver spoons, rolls of paper, lengths of twine. A candle in a brass holder, its flame barely moving. This is where the blending happens, you realize. Where dried flowers become something more. Where the careful work of this place is done. Hanging on pegs along the wall are aprons. Simple linen, softened by years of washing. The woman said to make yourself at home. She said there was no hurry. Perhaps you might do something slow and quiet with your hands. Something that asks nothing of your thoughts, but everything of your attention. You lift one of the aprons from its peg. Slip it over your head. Tie the strings behind your back. The fabric is soft. It smells faintly of herbs, as if the scent has seeped into the weave over many seasons. You step up to the table. Everything has its place. The mortar sits in the center of the table, dark stone, worn smooth inside. The pestle rests beside it. To the left, small jars of dried herbs. To the right, sheets of brown paper and links of twine. A handwritten card leans against one of the jars. The script is elegant, old-fashioned. It reads, "Evening blend, chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, a pinch of valerian." Instructions for a simple task, a task that asks only for your presence. You begin. First, the chamomile. You open the jar. The lid lifts with a soft breath of air. Inside, the dried flowers are pale and delicate. Tiny heads with yellow centers, petals curled inward as if still sleeping. You reach in with a small wooden scoop. The flowers shift and settle beneath it. They weigh almost nothing. You lift, tap the scoop gently against the edge of the mortar. The flowers fall in a soft shower, pale against dark stone. You set the scoop aside. Next, lavender. You remove the cork from the familiar bottle. That scent rises again, round and warm. You tip the jar, and the dried buds scatter into the mortar. Purple-gray, smaller than petals, dense with fragrance. The colors begin to gather, cream and purple-gray, already beautiful in the candlelight. You add lemon balm. Green leaves, dried but still bright. They smell like something between mint and citrus. Clean and soft. And finally, valerian. This is root, not flower. Small, irregular pieces, earthy and grounding. You add just a pinch, as the card suggests. Now the mortar holds a small garden. Colors mingled. Scents beginning to weave. You lift the pestle. It fits your palm as if it was made for this. The weight is satisfying, solid. You lower it into the mortar, and you begin. Not grinding, not crushing, just pressing. Gently, turning, slowly. The herbs begin to break apart, to open. You can feel them giving way beneath the stone, releasing what they hold inside, their oils, their fragrance, their quiet gifts. Press, turn, breathe. The scent rises around you. Chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, earth beneath it all. They braid together. They become something new. Press, turn, breathe. You fall into a rhythm, slow and steady. Your shoulders soften. Your breath deepens. The world outside the window fades. There is only this. The weight of the pestle, the give of the herbs, the scent curling upward. Press. Turn. You are not thinking about tomorrow. You are not replaying yesterday. You are only here, only now. Only this slow, circular motion that asks nothing of your mind. The herbs become a loose blend, not powder. Something rougher than that. Broken, open, but still recognizable. Petals softened, leaves loosened, oils released into the air. In the candlelight, the colors deepen. The purple reads like dusk now, like the last light before dark. The green has grown richer, almost forest dark. The chamomile has mellowed to the color of old parchment. A blend made by your own hands, in your own time. You pour it carefully onto a sheet of brown paper. The herbs scatter softly. You fold the paper around them. Once, twice, creating a small envelope. You tie it close with a length of twine. The paper crinkles as you work. The twine rasps gently. Small sounds, private sounds. Sounds that belong only to this moment. You set the packet aside. And now, the tea. On the corner of the table sits a kettle. Old copper, dented with years of use, resting on a small spirit burner. You can see the flame beneath it, blue at the base, orange at the tip, steady and patient. You watch the kettle, waiting. The water inside begins to stir. You can hear it. A soft whisper at first, then a gentle murmur. Not a boil, nothing so urgent. Just a quiet simmer, the sound of warmth gathering. A thin ribbon of steam begins to rise from the spout, curling, dissolving. You take a ceramic teapot from the shelf. Simple white, worn around the edges. Beside it, a small mesh strainer. A basket of fine wire meant to hold loose herbs while the water draws out their essence. You spoon some of your blend into the strainer. The dried herbs settle against the mesh. You lower the strainer into the pot where it hangs from the rim. You lift the kettle. Feel its weight. The warmth radiating through the handle. You begin to pour slowly. A thin stream of water, clear, becoming gold as it touches the herbs. Steam rises, swirls, softens the air between you and the pot. You breathe in. The scent transforms in the heat. What was bright becomes mellow. What was separate becomes whole. Chamomile and lavender and lemon balm, all woven together by the warm water. The pot fills, and you set the kettle down. You place the lid on the pot, a soft clink. And now, you wait. This part cannot be rushed. The water needs time to draw the goodness from the leaves. The herbs will give what they have in their own time, and you have nowhere else to be. You stand at the table, listening to the rain on the windows, listening to the clock ticking in the shop, listening to your own breath, slow and even. The tea steeps. You have made something tonight, something simple, something meant for comfort, with your own hands, in your own time. And in making it, you have given yourself something too. The permission to go slowly, to pay attention, to do one small thing with care. The tea is ready. You lift the strainer from the pot. The herbs have opened, softened, given everything they had. You set the strainer aside. You pour the tea into a cup. White porcelain with a thin blue line around the rim. The liquid is amber gold, clear and smooth. Steam rises in gentle curls. You wrap both hands around the cup. Feel the warmth spreading into your palms, your fingers, the insides of your wrists. And you carry it to the corner the woman mentioned. The warm corner. Your corner for tonight. The chair waits. Old leather, the color of chestnuts, soft and cracked in the places where bodies have rested for years. It sits beside the bay window, angled toward both the shop and the street outside. A small table beside it holds a candle, nearly burned down, and a folded blanket. You lower yourself into the chair. Slowly, the leather exhales beneath you, a soft sound. The cushion gives way, shaping itself to you. Your back finds support. Your weight settles. You sink in, deeper. The chair holds you. The worn leather knows how to do this. It has held many others before you. It knows the shape of rest. You set your cup on the small table. Reach for the blanket. Wool, the color of moss, heavier than it looks. You unfold it. Draw it across your lap. Then higher, over your stomach, over your chest. The weight settles on you. Not pressing, just present. A gentle anchor. A quiet voice saying, "Stay here, be still." You lift your cup. Still warm. You bring it close. Let the steam rise toward your face. Let it touch your skin. Let the scent fill you once more. You sip, slow and small. The tea is warm on your tongue, soft, gentle, not bitter, not sweet. The chamomile comes first, then lavender, round and calm, then lemon balm, a brightness without sharpness. And beneath it all, something grounding, something that settles. You swallow. The warmth slides down, settles in your chest. A small glow, spreading outward. Another sip. The warmth moves through you, into your arms, your hands, your fingertips. You feel yourself softening, growing heavier in all the right ways. You turn your head toward the window. The rain is still falling. You can see it in the glow of the gas lamp across the street. Silver threads dropping endlessly, catching light, shimmering, landing and running and falling again. The glass fogs slightly from your warmth. Through it, the street looks like a painting, blurred and soft. The cobblestones shine. The lamp flickers. A world still moving, but asking nothing of you. You watch the water run down the pane, each drop finding its path, meeting others, parting, meeting again. An endless, unhurried dance. And beneath it, the sound. Tap, tap, tap. Like fingers on wood, like a pulse made of water. Gentle, patient. It has been falling all evening. It will fall all night. It does not need you to listen, but you are listening anyway. There is comfort in that, in witnessing what would happen whether you were here or not, in being present for something that continues without your effort. You take another sip. The cup is almost empty now. The warmth has spread everywhere. You feel it in your feet, in your face, in the soft space behind your eyes. Outside, the rain falls. Inside, the candle flickers. And you are here. In this apothecary that has stood for generations. In this chair where others have rested before you. In this moment that belongs to no one else. The woman has not returned. Perhaps she is finishing her work in the back. Perhaps she has gone home through another door, trusting you to rest. It does not matter. You do not feel alone. This place is too full of quiet life to feel empty. Too full of gentle presence to feel abandoned. You think of all the hands that have measured herbs at that table. All the feet that have worn paths across these floors. All the tired travelers who have sat in this chair, watching the rain, letting their thoughts grow still. Now you are one of them. Part of something that has been here long before you and will remain long after. There is comfort in that too, in not needing to be singular, in simply joining a long, quiet line of people who needed rest and found it here. You set down your empty cup. Pull the blanket higher, up to your shoulders now. The wool is warm from your body. It smells faintly of dried flowers. Perhaps it has been stored with sachets. Perhaps it has simply absorbed this place over years of patient service. Your eyelids grow heavy. The candle has burned low. Its light is softer now. The shadows in the corners have deepened, but they are gentle shadows. Sheltering, not threatening. You let your head rest against the back of the chair. The leather is cool for a moment, then warms to your skin. Everything in this place warms to you, welcomes you, holds you close. The rain keeps its rhythm on the glass, and your eyes drift closed. The darkness is soft, not empty, not cold, just soft. Like the wool on your chest, like the steam that rose from your cup, like the scent that still drifts through the air. You are aware of sound, the rain on the window, that gentle, steady tapping. It fills the darkness behind your eyes. It becomes the only thing, patient, endless, asking nothing. Tap, tap, tap. Softer now. Or maybe you are simply further away, drifting from the surface, moving toward that quiet place where sleep waits. You feel the blanket rising and falling with your breath. Rising, falling. Slow now, easy. Your body knows what to do. It has done this 1,000 times. It can carry you the rest of the way. You feel the chair beneath you, around you, holding your weight so you do not have to hold yourself. You can release, you can let go. You can be carried. The scent of herbs lingers. Chamomile, lavender, the blend you made with your own hands. It surrounds you, a soft cloud, a gentle presence. It will stay as you drift. It will stay as you sleep. The clock ticks somewhere in the shop, slow and steady. The heartbeat of this old place. It has measured the hours for 100 years. It will tick through the night, through your dreams. It asks nothing. It only keeps time. Outside, the rain continues its song. It will wash the streets clean. It will run down the glass all through the night. It will still be falling when you wake. Or perhaps it will have stopped. It does not matter. What matters is that it is here now, singing you down. Your thoughts begin to soften. They lose their edges, their weight. They become like the steam from your tea, rising, thinning, fading into air. You can let them go. They will return if you need them, tomorrow or the day after. But tonight they can rest too. Everything can rest. The shop is quiet around you. The bottles on their shelves, still and patient. The herbs in their jars, waiting for another day. The stone mortar on the table, empty now, holding only air. All at peace, all settled, all ready for the night. The street outside is quiet too. The cobblestones under their blanket of rain. The gas lamp with its patient flame. The empty doorways, the dark windows. A whole world breathing slowly. A whole city easing towards sleep. And you have given enough today. Whatever you did, wherever you went, whatever was asked of you, it was enough. It has always been enough. You do not need to prove anything here. The apothecary does not ask for credentials. The rain does not require explanation. The chair holds you whether you have earned it or not. This rest was always waiting. This place was always here. You simply had to walk through the door. Let yourself sink now into the warmth, into the weight, into the gentle dark. The rain will continue its lullaby. Tap, 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 growing softer, further away, like a memory of sound, like the echo of something kind. You may already be there, in that quiet space, that soft space, that space between waking and dreaming where nothing is asked and everything is given. The apothecary will keep watch. It has stood here through a century of winters, through storms and silences, through countless nights like this one. It knows how to hold the darkness at bay. It knows how to shelter tired souls. Tonight, you are one of those souls, and you are welcome here. The old walls hold their warmth around you. The dried herbs guard your rest. The rain sings on, patient and endless. And when morning comes, you will open your eyes. Slowly, gently, in your own time. Perhaps the rain will still be falling. Perhaps weak winter light will be filtering through the glass. Perhaps the woman will be moving quietly through the shop, beginning another day. But that is hours away. A whole night of rest between now and then. For now, there is only this: the warmth of the blanket, the soft hold of the chair, the scent of herbs in the air, the rain on the window, tapping its ancient rhythm. Sleep now. Let yourself go. You are warm. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. Good night.